Hello everyone. I got super overwhelmed by all the questions I got on my Instagram. That's why I decided to do a couple of short videos. The first video I will tell you how I got into photography and how my specialty became water sports and kitesurfing. In the second video I will tell you a bit more about my traveling as a photographer and my favorite locations. The third video will be about my equipment and the equipment I use in the water. I hope to give you a couple of useful tips. In the last video I will talk about editing and what drives me to go out there and shoot. So yeah, it's a bit of a crazy time at the moment. Can't really travel and most of the jobs are cancelled, but I keep myself quite busy. I'm backing up my files, update my website, clean my equipment and maybe learn some new skills, but more important, I'm sharing my passion with you guys. I have a passion for kitesurfing and a passion for photography. When I started kitesurfing in 2003, I really got hooked. I got to know Bas Kolen, who was kitesurfing at my home spot, and I started taking photos of him. Together, we became a really good team. Bas learned to jump in front of my camera and I learned a lot about kitesurfing photography. The first digital camera that I bought was a Canon 20D. Before that, I played around with an analog camera like this. As a sports photographer, I really get to do what I love to do. I like extreme sports and I like to travel. I follow my passion and dreams. I work with people that have the same mindset and stoke. Working in the kitesurfing industry definitely gives me the opportunity to do all of this. The difficult thing for me, I think, is being away from home a lot. I like to travel, but it's not always that easy. I have to pack my bags far ahead because sometimes I come home, repack my stuff and go on the next trip. I remember once meeting my girlfriend at the parking lot at the hotel where we were sleeping, and I had to repack everything during the night and fly the next morning. Then you arrive at the airport with too many bags that are too heavy, and that causes me a lot of stress. If I like something, I can't really let it go. That means I'm super dedicated to my passion. Back in the days, I went a lot to events. I got to know the people in the industry and the riders. Being a kitesurfer myself, I think helped me a lot. I'm definitely not the best kitesurfer, but I know the tricks and the movements. I think more important, I understand the conditions. For me, that's an essential skill to communicate with the riders. Once you're out there, it's hard to communicate. In my opinion, knowing your subject is really important for every type of photography. No matter what, kitesurfing, mountain biking, landscapes, portrait or wildlife, the more I know, the more space I have for creativity. Back in the days I was shooting with Bas Kolen a lot and we got a lot of photos published in different magazines. And while he got sponsored with Ydwer, I asked Ydwer if they wanted to do their yearly photo shoot with me, and that was the beginning of shooting with them every year. I don't get the shot all the time. Things have to line up. The conditions, teamwork with the rider, and knowing what to expect. If all pieces come together, then I can capture that epic moment. It became my profession and I made a living out of it. But that's not the main reason why I shoot. When I capture that epic moment, I can feel the adrenaline, and all the effort and struggle is absolutely worth it. I have two photographers that really inspire me. Steve McCurry for his documentary style of photography and Lawrence Hulder for his fine art combined with action sports. It's definitely worth to check them out. Yes, I definitely have fears. They might be slightly different than others because I don't really mind kitesurfers flying inches over my head or hanging out of a helicopter or swimming in waves. They keep me focused and tell me if it's safe to go. Thanks for watching. Next time I will tell you more about traveling.